Hello and welcome to the Big Bang Theory podcast. My name's John. I'm here with my friend and colleague Dan.
Hello.
Welcome back, Dan.
Thank you.
Welcome back, listeners.
Welcome.
Welcome.
We're back in the saddle.
We're back in the saddle. We are. And so are you, the listening saddle.
Yeah, maybe some people literally could be listening to this
Oh, yeah.
from a horse.
Or just a saddle.
Or a bike.
Donkey.
Anything with a saddle, really.
Yeah. Guitar
Maybe
string.
you just sit around on one.
You do. Sad times. Your horse
Died.
That's not what I was going to
The
say.
horse is dead, and you just sit in the saddle,
Yeah.
sort of out of grief.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, well, I'm sorry for your loss if that's happened.
yeah. I want to. Do you reckon there's ever like a real kind of like horse enthusiast
Yeah.
has ever kind of like hooked up their car to have like a horse's saddle instead of a seat?
Oh, do you reckon? Oh, probably.
Well, I don't know, have they?
No, that'd be weird. What am I saying? Why am I agreeing to that? No way have they done that. That'd be insane. Yeah, I think some people probably sit on like a thing that looks a bit like a horse with a saddle.
Yeah. Hobby horse.
No, more like a pommel horse.
Oh, right. Sometimes there's those sort of ergonomic computer chairs that are a bit kind of saddle-like, aren't
Yes,
they?
they are,
You know?
yeah.
Good for your back or whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, good for your back. Good that we're back.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about Exeter City and the upcoming 24-25 season. 2025, how's that possible?
I don't know.
But it is
Life
true.
It's just sort of slipping through our fingers, isn't it? Like sand.
It is, in a way. And in another way, I'm embracing it.
What, you're embracing the fact that it's sort of like ebbing away?
No,
with
that
every
the good
passing
stuff's happening
second?
and I'm getting to see it.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, that's the difference. You know, that's yeah.
Us in a nutshell,
It
isn't
is,
it?
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there we are. Well, thanks for coming back, listeners. We hope you've had a good summer and all that stuff. Enjoyed the Euros, enjoyed the Olympics.
Oh, I forgot about the Euros. That seems like ages ago, doesn't it?
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Olympics currently still going, you know, at the minute.
Yes, true.
I think I preferred the Olympics to the Euros. Is that
No, I think
true?
I think I do as well.
Better, innit?
Well, Euros is very either.
You just watch football all year, and then you just got that and everything that comes with it.
Yeah.
And I sort of preferred it in the days where England just got knocked out in like the last 16, and then you just kind of get on with the rest of it, but then you forget about them.
Yeah.
You know. Whereas the Olympics, like no one cares. You mean like I don't care if Team GB wins a single medal.
Don't you?
No, I'm not fussed. I mean, great if they do, but
Okay.
I'd like no. Who even
you're not
cares?
distraught.
It's not like who's going to win the Olympics this year, because like it doesn't work like that.
No,
does
it doesn't work like that.
Like probably with the country that's entering like 100 more athletes, you know, than others. You know,
Yeah.
they'll probably win.
Anyway, I got nothing else to say about the Olympics, but
Well, what's been your favourite Olympic moment?
I love the climbing. It's mad, isn't it?
I haven't seen any of that.
Speed climbing.
That sounds good.
It's insane.
Yeah.
Literally up this.
Is that a new one?
Yeah, maybe done a couple of times before.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
I'm all over that.
Yeah,
Zoom, like that. 5 seconds at the top of the wall.
I haven't seen. Yeah, cool. That sounds good. I
Yeah,
haven't watched
get
any of
involved.
that.
I'd recommend it. Anyway, we're here to talk about Exeter City.
Yeah,
We're here to talk about the squad. Gary Caldwell still in the saddle,
yeah.
still in the throne.
Gary Caldwell has obviously been, when the season finished, gone back up to the northwest.
Yes,
where his wife and family live,
yes.
and she's taken one look at him and gone, "You're on a diet." And I don't think he looked. I'm not body shaming Caldwell. He looked absolutely fine.
Yeah, but he's now.
But I'm noticing that now he looks proper trim.
Svelte.
Yeah.
He does. And he's
Buff.
also... Buff Gary. He's also streamlined the squad to some extent. Well, we knew people were going, didn't we?
I mean, streamlined sort of against his will in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
It's changed a fair bit.
We obviously knew some were going. Some of the loans came to an end as well.
There's that. There's some loans that came to an end, and some we already mentioned probably on I don't know, on the last podcast maybe.
But then some contracts not renewed.
Yeah, some that we knew were going, some that we weren't sure, and some that we didn't realise were going. I've got a list of I think a comprehensive list of all the ins and all the outs.
Great.
Shall we get to it?
Yeah, let's get to it. Should we start with the outs?
Let's start with the outs.
Are they an innie or an outie? They'll say.
Yeah. Well, what they may do.
Some may.
So, outs.
Yes.
Hartridge. We knew he was going.
Yep.
He's been here since he was a young lad. He's gone off to plough the fields of Wickham.
Yes, he has. Yeah.
So he's gone there. So we'll see. Are they in League One?
Wickham was still with us. Yeah, League One.
We'll see him then.
Yep.
So good move for him.
Yeah, it's a good move for him. Yeah.
Zach Jules.
Yeah,
when
surprise.
we didn't expect to go, has gone.
Yeah.
And he's signed for Rotherham.
Yeah.
So we'll see him on the first day of the season.
We will. Good. I mean, that's.
He was a good player. What was he there? Was he there 2 years? Or one?
One.
Only one?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I might be
Well,
wrong.
he was good.
Yeah, he was good.
He was a kind of solid sort of 7 out of 10, wasn't he?
He was, and he could do quite a lot of jobs and different roles.
Yeah, so he's gone.
Gone with Nombe and Evans to Rotherham.
Another kind of sort of surprising, but not really massive surprise, I suppose, is that Will Ameson's gone.
Yeah.
He's signed for Wigan.
Didn't really see that coming, I suppose.
think we got money for that, didn't we?
Yeah, I believe
That's
so.
Like so I mean, he never didn't seem to massively take to the club, and the club didn't seem to massively take to him.
No, it was a bit of a
Some
disaster
his
at
fault,
points.
some not. I
Yeah.
think he's a kind of. I mean, he did score quite a few goals.
He did.
Important ones
Yeah.
towards the end of the thing. He was kind of he kind of embodied both the kind of bad patch and the good patch, didn't he? By
did.
being terrible
Yeah.
in the bad patch, where he'd make all these kind of, it was like things are already going badly, people are already on his case, and then he'd like score an own goal.
Or the penalties, wasn't there? There was a couple of penalties.
He gave away a lot of penalties.
Yeah.
He did give away a lot of penalties, and then he'd be really good and winning
Yeah.
us games and stuff, and
Did you say this as well? He was the captain, of course. Made the captain controversially.
Yeah. Anyway, we're drawing a line under that. He's gone to Wigan, another League One
Yes.
team, so we'll see him again. Next up, we knew Harry Kite was going.
Yeah.
He was on a trial at Rotherham,
Yeah.
but I think that has come to an end. So currently, he's nowhere. So
Blowing in the breeze.
best luck to him. Tom Carroll was
Yeah.
the one that was offered a contract. He's turned it down. He signed for MK Dons.
Yeah. At League 2, MK
They're League
Dons.
2, closer to where he lives.
Yeah.
That's what they always say.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to say. So he signed for them.
Yep.
Enjoy
By the
it.
way, let's just say about Tom Carroll, didn't quite hit the heights we expected.
No, but was useful and
Useful.
And did kind of buy into it, I would say.
Yeah.
Popular,
Yep.
dependable, and did some very good things.
Stayed, what's the opposite of non-injured? Fit.
Did remarkably played like loads of minutes.
Yeah.
So, he goes with my blessing, which I'm sure will be of great comfort to him.
Shame he's had to go there,
when
though,
he
isn't it?
undoubtedly listens to this podcast.
The most hated club in England.
Yeah, do people still care?
I mean,
I'm sure Wimbledon fans do, but does anyone care?
I really think that's a rubbish setup.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is terrible. But then they've been there long enough. Maybe there's some sort of Milton Keynes people
believe
that
there
go
are, yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
they've got a team
Yeah.
Wimbledon have got another a team now, which have kind of it's all kind of leveled itself
It's come
out.
out in the wash, hasn't it? A bit, yeah. Yeah, all right, carry on.
Okay,
Fair
next. See you later, Tom Carroll. I'm leaving a couple of these to the last minute. No, I'll have to go to these now. So then there's Dion Rankin,
Yeah.
who we knew was leaving, and it was a loan, and that's finished.
Yeah.
We knew that was happening. He's now signed for Wigan, also on a permanent.
Yeah, so he was at Chelsea, wasn't he? So
Wigan have signed him. I don't think... Which was the one that Caldwell wasn't happy with? Oh, no, that was Ameson, wasn't it?
Yes.
He wasn't pleased about that.
No.
But that's his old mate, isn't it?
Yes.
What's he called?
Yeah, his best man.
What's he called, that fella?
Forgotten.
Caldwell and...
Yeah.
whatever his name is.
I'll remember in time for when we play him.
Anyway, so that's happened.
Yeah.
Dion Rankin there. And then, similarly, Luke Harris,
Yeah.
another loan who we knew was going back. He has gone to Birmingham City on loan in the last couple of days.
Yeah.
It's a weird one, isn't it? Because Birmingham City really shouldn't be in the League One
Yeah.
size of the club.
Yeah.
And yet they are. So they're spending, so obviously they've got a big budget.
It's Tom Brady, isn't it?
Tom Brady.
It's their owner.
Is he related to Karen Brady?
He's related to Ian Brady.
Is he?
Probably.
The Moors murderer.
I put American football.
Is Ian Brady the Moors murderer?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I put American football and infanticide. Not the same, but American football pretty bad.
Okay.
Is that too extreme?
Well, what's American football got to do with it?
Tom Brady's an American football player.
Oh, is he?
Oh, do we know this?
Well, I didn't know it. I don't know anything.
He's a very famous American football player. He's Harry Kane's hero.
Oh, right.
Because he played for years and...
I mean, I know that there's friends of mine who are probably listening to this who would take offence with this, but I just find people, on the whole, English people who pay any attention to American football, I just think, what are you doing?
As bad as the Moors murder, as he's saying.
Sorry to my close friends who
Yeah.
like American football, but it's just the way I feel.
Sorry, Harris.
And I can't change that.
Anyway, they've got the cash. They've used it for Luke Harris.
Yeah, well, to some extent, sure, when he's on loan. So.
Who's the nephew of Harold Shipman,
Is he?
some said.
Rolf Harris.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a better
Yeah.
reference. What are we making
Bob
jokes
Harris.
about?
Wasn't Bob Harris a bit problematic?
No, he's fine, Bob Harris.
No, I don't know if he was. Who's Bob Harris?
Radio 2.
Yes. No, he's fine.
I know.
Whispering Bob Harris.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine. I was thinking of Bob Ross.
Who's Bob Ross?
That kind of like painter guy.
Oh.
The calm American painter guy.
Oh, right, he was a bad egg, was he?
Have a bit of paint here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he might have been beating up his wife. I don't know.
Oh,
Is
no.
he dead? Because I might be liable. But
I don't know. Well, I think we've been full of libel.
who gives a shit? No one.
Wow.
You can say anything on this.
I feel bad about saying all the things I've already said, and it's only the
Don't
season
worry about
preview.
it. Say something worse.
Oh, all right.
I think we will get evil in this series of this podcast.
Oh, do you think that's what will happen? We'll
Let's
take a turn.
Let's get evil,
I don't want to.
You've
Dan.
been too nice.
No, I'm for the niceness.
Shall I carry on?
Yeah.
There's
but
only one more.
All right.
I don't know. There's Sinisalo. He's signed for Celtic. He was on loan last season. We knew he was going. He's now signed for Celtic as presumably their kind of reserve keeper.
Because Kasper Schmeichel's gone there, right?
Kasper Schmeichel is also there. Yeah. So, and that's the Caldwell connection.
Yeah. That'd
Probably
be a really
nothing to do with
rubbish
it, but-
dating show, wouldn't it? The Caldwell connection. And Gary is like the Scylla figure.
Just Caldwell matchmaking people.
Caldwell matchmaking people.
Yeah. No one wants to watch that.
No.
And the only other one is a bit of it's kind of an in and out, because that's Frankie Phillips, who we signed,
Yes.
who's a very young goalkeeper, and now we've loaned him out to Exmouth Town. So
Thank
that
you,
counts
Frankie.
as an in and an out. But so that's all the departures
Okay.
so far.
Right. So that's
There was
quite...
some vicious rumours about Melenik Ali signing for Bristol City or something, but that hasn't materialised.
Yeah.
It would have to be for money because he's on a deal, isn't he? But
And then there were rumours that Reece Cole wasn't going to sign, but he did sign.
he signed a new contract.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So there you go.
So should we do the ins?
You got anything to say about the outs?
Well, none of that feels terrible.
No.
Obviously, I think Harris staying would have been good. Harris doing another year would have been good.
Yeah.
And obviously, Sinisalo's a loss, but we knew that. We knew we were never going to have him.
I'm more about the kind of, because we knew the Hartridge was going.
Yes.
And then we've also lost Zach Jules.
Yes.
And they're both kind of like, that was kind of both players for one position.
Yeah.
But we have, we'll come on to the ins, so,
But yeah, it was Aimson on top of that, wasn't
And
it?
then Aimson as well. So we've lost 3 out of the centre defence.
Yeah.
Now, not 3 regular starters, but 2, 1.5.
Yeah.
1.75.
Sure. If you want to put a number on it.
Anyway, let's get to the transfer ins. Players we have signed.
Okay. Let's hear it.
These aren't in order.
Oh. What?
Well, they might vaguely be, but
Okay, good.
it's just when I've written them down. I've gone first for Joe Whitworth.
Whitworth, yeah, Whitty.
Goalkeeper on loan from Palace.
Yes.
About 5'3".
He's not very big. got a good reputation.
Very good reputation. Becomes, they're all, Palace fans all kind of banging on about how good he is and how good this is for us.
Yeah.
Um,
And he's played Premier League games, hasn't
I
he?
believe so. Played 2 games last season because of injuries.
And he's 20.
He's 20.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Sinisalo thing worked out incredibly well.
Yeah.
Loanee from a Premier League team who's, there or thereabouts in terms of potential. So it's been hard to judge. We'll talk about the friendlies in a minute, but it's been hard to judge, really. But the reputation he comes with is a positive one.
Well, you can't really judge anything from pre-season friendlies at the best of times, can you? But maybe even more difficult with the current way they are. But we'll come on to that.
Yep.
Next signing. I haven't written down all the first names. This is ridiculous. I'm never going to remember these. Is he called Josh McGuinness? How do you say it?
I think we're saying McGuinness.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
McGuinness. Josh McGuinness.
Yeah. That's a big one.
Yeah. Veteran striker.
I've not been so excited for a striker to sign since Nicky Ajose came in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that didn't work out too well.
Big Ajose feel about this one.
I think that's very harsh.
No, because when Ajose
arrived,
signed, it was like there was some
Oh no, I was excited.
Yeah, and up until that point, he'd been kind of consistent-ish. Anyway, McGuinness has signed from Wigan.
Yeah,
that's on a 2-year deal or something, I think, or at least a permanent deal. Not sure of the details.
Northern Irish international.
Yeah,
which is not to be sniffed at.
Wrong side of 30, isn't he? I know that.
He's the wrong side of 30. Apparently, it's a 1-year deal.
All right, yeah.
Yes.
But some experience.
Well, we were really lacking someone.
Well, definitely. And also, I know different positions, but Tom Carroll's gone.
Yeah.
Aimson.
Yeah.
Those are experienced players there.
Jules,
how old is he? He's a bit younger, isn't he?
Well, he's still...
But anyway, we're definitely lacking a bit of experience. So he comes in up top, basically played all the pre-season friendlies and pretty much scored in all of them.
Yeah.
Wants to score goals. I think that's a good thing. A mixed kind of reception from the Wigan fans.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's kind of a bit of a kind of it's lower league football. He's not going to be that consistent a goal scorer, especially at that age. But you never know. Different circumstances. He's scored goals throughout his career. So maybe like this, you never know. What I got a good feeling about it. I think he's different type of strikers than what we've had.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously last year it was a right mess. We barely even had a striker for half the season, and even when we did, we had certain types of strikers that weren't this.
You didn't tell us where Admiral Musquay's gone, by the way.
I don't know where he's gone.
Oh, Admiral. Okay.
I did see a rumour about him going somewhere. Can't remember where it was now.
The trash can.
They got a good side.
Probably. I know. It's I think I don't trust it when big teams who aren't doing very well, big clubs rather, who aren't doing very well, have opinions about established players. Because obviously the context there, like Jay Stansfield at Birmingham City, you run around a bit and the contrast with everyone else who's getting you relegated, the supporters want something to cling on to, don't they? They love him. McGuinness is at Wigan. They didn't achieve what they wanted to achieve last year. He's always going to be a scapegoat. Presumably they're like, he's got a long contract, we pay him a lot of money, all that stuff. So time will tell. I've got no reason to think that that's a true indictment of his qualities.
In the same way that I wouldn't be, if I was a Wigan fan, I wouldn't be thinking, why have we signed Will Aimson? Even though at times last year he looked like the worst defender to ever play the game.
Yes. Yeah.
I think you do got to take these things in more context than just kind of what's happening in a specific moment. So yeah, different kind of striker, looks strong, wants to be in the box all the time, getting on the end of stuff.
Yep.
But also holding the ball up, etc. Shall I move on?
Yeah, all right, let's move on. Let me tell you this.
We're going to talk about these players a lot more as the season goes on. So,
we are. Musquay has left Luton Town.
So he plays for no one.
Carry on.
He's a man of no,
Yeah.
He's adrift.
He is. I feel bad for him.
The Admiral is adrift.
Oh, yeah, good, yeah.
Stranded.
Half mast.
Marooned.
Yeah, good. Carry on.
Half mast.
Half mast.
Half-assed.
Hey,
Right. Next one. Ed Francis.
Edward, son of Trevor and Jerry, the love child of Trevor and Jerry.
Yeah, quite
Probably.
possibly, yeah.
He's got kind of their hair. He's got both of their haircuts.
His haircut's the worst thing I've seen about him so far because I like everything else.
Yeah.
He's got that haircut that a lot of young lads have nowadays. It looks like they've had electroshock treatment and had to, they had to shave the sides in order to attach the kind of
anodes.
electrodes or anodes, whatever they are. Grow them sideys out a bit, mate.
There's that
That's what I
episode
would
of The
say.
Simpsons, isn't there, where Mr. Burns is going mad at his baseball team for cut those sideburns off, and he keeps saying it, and the guy's like, I don't think you know what sideburns are, Mr. Burns. And I think he's gone to a barber and said, can you cut my sideburns off? And the barber doesn't know what he means. He's panicked.
Maybe.
Just done a C shape around his ear.
Should have gone male focus. They'd have sorted him
He
out.
should have gone to Best Barbers on Carrick Street.
Right. Yeah, he's a kind of young central midfielder. I think he started off at Man City Academy at some point, was he?
Okay.
But he was at Gateshead last season. He looks like, his highlights reel is good.
Yeah.
Loves like a through ball.
Yeah.
Or a little dink over the top.
Yeah.
Very good on the ball.
Yeah.
Very good at kind of like looking after it. I think he's going to play. Do you mean? I think he's not one necessarily like for the future. Obviously, it depends how that kind of central midfield kind of like pans out.
Yeah.
We'll come on to. I think we probably I'd say there's a chance maybe we might still add one more in there, but again, possibly not.
Yeah.
He's an exciting one. Again, I think that is a longer deal, isn't it? 2-3 years, and he's
something like
young,
that.
and it's like that's been a kind of like overall kind of thing. I was like, there's been quite a lot of kind of players signed with kind of not just this season in mind, which is something we did complain about last year.
Yeah, that's right. And he, that's exactly because he's kind of sought after, wasn't he? Loads of teams were rumoured to be after him.
Really?
A bit like Melenik Ali.
Okay.
And like in the past, we've obviously looked at these players, not been able to get them. Now we're getting them.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing him.
Yes. Okay, next one.
Yeah.
Jack McMillan.
Yes.
I think he was the first signing of the
I
window.
think he was, yeah.
He's come in from Partick.
Yeah.
Obviously where Coldwell used to be.
Yeah.
That again is a permanent.
I got to say, I'm struggling a bit with. That's two Jacks, isn't it?
Is it?
Aitchison and McMillan,
Yeah, at least. Is there no others?
probably. So I'm struggling to get my head round dark-haired Scotsman.
Yeah, it will get there with some of these. I can't picture him either. I think he is kind of the most, kind of like he's not got, like to look at. He's just kind of a guy.
Oh, a guy.
There's nothing to go like, oh, he looks like this. Francis, electroshock treatment.
Yeah, easy.
Like McGuinness.
Yeah.
He kind of looks, you know who he is.
Yeah.
Do you mean?
Yeah. Looks like a 30-year-old.
Ryan
player.
Woods.
Yeah.
We'll come on to him. He's a ginger, etc. Jack McMillan, just a guy, but looks a good player. I think he's a bit kind of like a right wing back-ish.
Yeah.
Right back, centre midfielder.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
One of them.
One of them.
We'll see kind of how that pans out, but good one. Already mentioned him, but Ryan Woods.
Big.
This is a big one.
It's a big one.
So he and Hull mutually agreed to cancel his contract. And then he re-signed for City, and he was very pleased about it.
Not as pleased as me. Honestly, I think
everyone's pleased about it. Yeah,
that's the kind of thing that never happens.
And he's on a two-year as well,
Is
right?
he? Is
Maybe
he?
even I think it's 2. Yeah, I know it doesn't happen, and it's really and like there's been a couple others that we've said that we've missed out on. We're not getting Luke Harris again, but we have got Woods, and not just like for another loan.
No.
Like
He's
we've
our
signed
player.
him, and like based on the 6 months that we had him for, he's massive in kind of turning our season round. If Coldwell's type of football is going to continue the way it has been, he's the perfect kind of player to have in there.
Yep.
Yeah, love him.
Magnificent.
Like he's kind of the guy, isn't he now? I think,
Yeah.
and I mean, you never know, but I'm expecting kind of a good season
Absolutely.
for him.
Yeah. So Suddenly that's like starting to look like a real quality midfield, isn't it?
It's definitely getting there,
Yeah.
especially in that position. And yeah, we know about him,
Yeah.
so we know what he brings. Let's move on.
Yeah.
John Lee Ifeko.
Yeah. Saying that right?
I believe so.
Okay.
He is from Rangers.
Yeah.
He's on loan, but we've then got at the end of the season. We have got the option to buy him.
Yeah.
Um,
He's massive.
he is big.
6'5".
Is that what you're saying?
I think that's what the internet's saying.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's interesting, isn't it? That's an interesting.
Let's see
Like,
what it
because you know, like
says.
when you get party.
He's got a
players-
Wikipedia. He's got a Wikipedia.
Good.
His Wikipedia is saying he's 6'3",
Disappointing.
and if you're for our non-imperial listeners, that is 1.9.
Luke Skywalker.
1.91 meters.
That's big.
Tall guy,
Tall guy, and he looks massive with those dreadlocks as well.
left-footed,
Yeah. Centre back.
centre back.
John Lee.
Yeah. He was kind of a young player he's English, played for a couple of London teams or British teams.
Yeah.
Rangers signed him. I think it was kind of like looking like this guy's going to be good. He's one for the future. He played like very briefly for the first team and like I think in a few cup competitions.
Right.
And I think they were quite optimistic about it. And then now he's gone.
Right.
So don't know what the situation is around that, but we needed a left-footed centre back, and now we got one, and he's big.
And he
fella.
looks good.
So far, so good. Likes
Okay.
carrying the ball from what I've seen,
Yeah.
and John Lee. That's quite a name.
Yeah.
John Lee. It's not a name though, is it? It's Johnny's a name, and
Well, I knew a kid who was from a traveller family, and he was called John Lee, as in like hyphenated.
that's two names put together.
Two names put together. John Lee is wow. Do what you want. People do what they want, Dan.
Oh, I know, and I'm pleased that they do. So that's him. Next,
Yeah.
let's go for. Okay, there's only a couple left now. Tristan Kramer.
Yeah, is that what we're saying? It Kramer.
I can't. I honestly tried to look up like pronunciation of this. He's not going to be Kramer, is it?
No.
He's French.
I
What
know,
would they
but the
say?
only thing that's confusing me is Kramerich.
Yeah, but that's spelt with a K. He's also Croatian.
I know, but you're right. Anyway, Kramer, Tristan Kramer from Brentford.
Brentford B.
Yeah, but they keep saying that, but that's still Brentford.
It's Brentford B. Different team.
It's not a different team.
Well, it's not a different team, but I don't know why they've got a B team. I don't know what they do with it, but
They play in the Premier League.
so why don't they just call it under 23s like everyone else?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, anyway, that's where he came from. We've signed him.
Yeah.
I mean, talking about being able to identify players by what they look like.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about that?
Well, I think he doesn't
does-
need to wear the red, white, and blue.
What does your wife think about him?
She liked him. Yeah, handsome man.
I mean, that is doing him a disservice, really, if anything, isn't it? He's
What, calling him a handsome man?
yeah.
What would you call him? A stunner?
I'd call him a absolute belter.
Hollywood A-lister?
He does look like a film star.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
No, yeah, very good looking bloke. French,
Yeah, nice.
centre back.
Nice to see the French City player tradition continuing.
Yeah, we've had plenty of Frenchies
Yeah.
over the years.
Yeah,
And here's another one.
yeah,
So he's on loan again.
yeah.
Listen.
Bonjour, Tristan.
Yeah, centre back, right?
Yep.
So, he's scored. I know that
Yeah.
already.
Yeah.
On his debut.
Yeah,
So bolstered that area. This was the guy that Gary Caldwell described as his number one target for the summer.
I know. That's interesting,
So
isn't it?
expecting big things. It seems to me like I read a few things from Brentford fans. I know this is just anecdotal, and we talked about what it actually means, but they're saying he looked like basically he could look like he's way too good to play for Brentford B.
Yeah.
And then kind of in the last 10 minutes of the match suddenly looked terrible. But
Okay. All right. Just sub him off. 10 minutes to go. Problem solved.
problem solved. Yeah.
That's why.
But looking forward to him. Anyway, those are all things like he's a young player. This is part of his development.
Yeah.
presumably, if that is a problem, that's what he's here to kind of like.
Yes.
He's here to kind of like hone his craft.
Indeed, he is. So that's
So
that.
hopefully he hones it.
So that's everyone, is it?
Well, and
So
then
far?
yeah. Is that
Well, there's
it?
someone you haven't said, but I don't know if it really counts.
Who's that?
Dimitri Mitchell.
Well, we haven't signed him.
But he was leaving, wasn't he?
No.
Was he never leaving?
Well, he was that. Oh, he was never actually leaving. He was just out of contract.
He's
So
out
he
of
signed a
contract.
new contract.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, sorry, him. And then also I didn't mention. Oh no, there's another one.
Ooh.
Jay Bird.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Jay Bird.
He sounds like someone I know from Columpton, but if you're listening from Columpton, is there someone there called that? Because I really feel like there is.
Maybe.
I realise there's a bird called the Jaybird. Don't write in and say that.
Yeah.
I know about that.
You're thinking of G Bird.
I'm also thinking of when people I used to know used to smoke weed and they say they were flying the Jaybird.
Right? Did they?
Yeah.
Let's have a Jay Bird.
Yeah. You heard that before?
Yeah.
There you go then.
Right.
Anyway, who is he, Jaybird? I know someone called that. I can't picture it.
Well, he's our new striker.
Yeah,
And
welcome.
he signed from Arbroath on a permanent deal.
And he's young and for the future, right? And he's
don't
wearing
know,
number 31.
Is he young? Yeah.
Well, he's one for the future, Caldwell said, didn't
They
he?
keep saying he's gonna. Yeah, he's
And he
gonna.
kept saying,
need-
like, be patient with him and be
Yeah,
nice
yeah.
to him.
Yeah.
Subtext.
Is he a bit of a tortured soul?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know much about him. He sounds like a kind of like, maybe because his name sounds like Jailbird. I'm thinking of him as a bit of a kind of like rogue who's Colbo's kind of trying to straighten him out and get him back on track. And I don't know. I think that's literally just because his name sounds like Jailbird.
Maybe.
Anyway,
I mean, Caldwell's just...
we don't know how much we'll see of him.
He's still blaming us for James Scott not working out, isn't he?
Is he?
Yeah, that's what that's a reference to, isn't it? Be nice to him.
Oh, I see. Yeah, well, I think we kind of justified with that in the end, weren't we? Poor old James Scott.
Yeah, anyway.
Although I think he might have got 2 assists on the first day of the Scottish Premier League season.
Did he?
Yeah,
Oh, well,
so-
well done. Okay, so that's the squad.
Yeah, that is the squad. I think there's going to be a couple more, don't you?
Feels like it.
Um,
Just 9 signings, I think.
given that we didn't, presumably we were kind of trying to get Luke Harris again,
Yeah.
and given that some of these like Premier League loan ones sometimes like have been very last minute in the past,
Yeah.
6 months last minute, but maybe there'll be a couple more. And also we have to mention that the other day in the final friendly of the pre-season, Yannick Wildschut absolutely mullered his knee.
Yeah.
Which we don't know, I think, exactly how bad it is at the moment, but could well be like,
Season ending.
the worst news. I mean,
Yeah.
and to be honest, if that's season ending,
Well, yeah, he's not young, is he?
is that career ending? I
I
mean,
know.
I really hope not, because he is actually, I think, from what I haven't watched much pre-season, but from the sounds of it, and from reading about it, he looked like he was really kind of getting into it and getting going now.
Such a
and
shame.
a real shame, yeah. Hopefully, maybe it's just not that bad. It wasn't like a challenge or anything.
No.
He just twisted it in the
Yes.
in the turf.
Oh, Yannick.
And also, Mitchell isn't back yet, is he? But
No, he's back training.
Is he?
Yeah, seen him
Okay.
in the gym doing stuff.
Right.
In a City shirt. So he's like in Exeter.
Right. Okay. So yeah, that's the current state of the squad.
Now, we managed to go to Plainmoor, didn't we? See him play Torquay.
Yeah. I mean, it was so hot
It
on
was.
it that day.
But don't worry,
And then
they
you
prepared with 24 bottles of drink to serve everyone.
Yeah.
So that was fine. And kudos
was
to
the-
the guy who was moving it around.
Yeah,
in,
but
like-
what was annoying me about that was they kept having to go and get more drinks.
Yeah.
Presumably from, I don't know, the home end.
Oh, I
kind
thought
of
like
one or whatever.
Morrison's.
Or from the garage, yeah.
Yeah.
And then this guy would kind of have to transport them on this kind of rattly old kind of cage thing.
Yeah.
Like all along in front of the, right by the pitch, basically. And but then he'd have like this big trolley, sort of 3-tier trolley. And he's got about 2 crates of drinks on it. Mate, load it up.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep going back and forward.
No, well, then there you are. Anyway, we were there, and it ended 2-2, didn't it? But I thought for the first half an hour we looked excellent. It's really hard to say because all these friendlies have been against lower league opposition, haven't they? Yeovil, Eastleigh, Western Supermare, Tivy.
Mousel. Poor. Yeah, poor opposition.
I mean, it is
I'd
what
say.
it is, and there'll be reasons. And I realise it's not City's fault that all these Premier League teams now go to
Yeah. It's
all
not the
around the
90s
globe.
anymore, is it? But
No.
it wasn't that long ago we were playing like we had like Swansea.
Well, Coventry was a good one last year, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
I mean, that. Well, I mean, it's okay.
Well, they were Championship playoff team the year before, weren't they? So it's top end Championship.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that was all right. Yeah.
But what I mean is, this year we've got Conference South as the highest.
Well, and also the big showpiece, kind of like home fixture,
Yeah.
was like it kind of like the big reveal. Who's it going to be? We're playing. Everyone can come back to St James's Park to watch us play Eastleigh,
And you can sit down.
and the big bank's not open. I mean, come on. Surely you can do better than that.
I mean, I'd imagine they're trying. I think it's probably one of those things that's really hard to do. Don't you
Well,
think?
it must be
Must be.
because then otherwise it's
Because obviously you got 70 football clubs all wanting. Well, not 70 even, is it? You got 50 League One, League Two, top end
Yeah.
of conference teams wanting bigger opposition. You can pretty much write off all of the Premier League anyway.
Yeah.
And then you can probably write off the top half of the Championship. Leeds aren't coming, are they? And whatever.
Nah.
So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
it's a shame. I'm not
It's
saying
money,
it's not a
isn't
shame.
it?
It's
That's what it
money.
is. But
So all I'm saying is we've thrashed most of these teams, even if the scoreline doesn't
we did
reflect
play
that.
Bristol City, but it was a sort of like a training ground
Training
match or
ground one,
something,
which I
and we
don't know who
lost to
was playing.
them. I think that's the only one we lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Like the results of preseason matches don't matter. And to be honest, neither do the performances a lot of the time. It's just like it's a way to kind of like try and work out how your squad's going to work and
Yeah.
what you're going to do when it comes to it.
And it feels like Colwell knows exactly what he wants them to do. He's got the system, the formation that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work. And
Look,
he's
pretty similar kind of setup to
pretty
me.
similar kind of setup. And that's
But you're trying different combinations. You're trying
Yeah.
different things. We didn't meant to talk about Charlie Cummings
yeah.
as well, who is like a player that we loaned out last season, signed last season and then loaned out. When we at Playmore, he played like the whole match. But
Yeah.
I kind of had him down as a bit of a kind of defensive midfielder, but he played left side of the back three in the first half and right side of the back three in the second half. So who knows what's in store for him? Maybe he'll be a part of the first team, or maybe he'll go out on loan again. And that friendly was kind of not indicative at all of what we're actually going to do. So
Yeah.
who knows?
Who knows? What we do know is what we're going to look like. Same home shirts as last year. New away shirt, new third shirt.
The kits.
The kits.
Here's the kit chat.
Kit chat. Yeah.
Yeah, got a jingle. We don't do jingles.
No jingles.
no.
I was thinking if I had a joke, but I got nothing.
The Cloves. The Cloves show.
This is now
Did
the
you ever used to
closer.
watch the Cloves show?
Jeff Banks,
Was that him, was it?
wasn't it?
I don't know. I never watched it. I remember my mum talking about it. What is it?
It was like fashion, Oh,
Yeah, but is it like an event or is it like a
it
series?
was a series every Sunday afternoon, I think.
Oh, right, okay.
They'd be like, "Oh, this week
Look at some clothes.
A-line skirts are in," and
Right.
have you thought about hats? People are wearing hats again. Is that kind of stuff?
Hats are back.
Hats are back. Yeah. So the away shirt was revealed first, and I really like it. Blue, white sleeves, gold Adidas stripes.
White shorts, blue socks.
Not
that
blue
right?
shorts. Is it not blue shorts?
Blue shorts and white socks. Is that the way
Maybe.
around, is it?
I don't know. Now you say it. And I liked that, and I thought, that means, because we all got to vote, didn't we, on the third shirt, it means it'll be the white third shirt with the red bits. But that proved not to be true. So we've now got two quite similar.
Yeah, no, it's blue shorts, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, blue shorts, white socks. Yeah, third kit was voted on by trust members.
Yeah.
Um,
Shows you can't trust people with anything.
yeah, I mean, it's a good argument for a pure dictatorship in future.
Take note, Julian Tagg. Actually, don't.
I nominate what's he called, Bruce Hornsby, to do it instead.
Nick Hawker.
Him, yeah. Nick Hawker, yeah. The Führer.
Yeah. What we're really being insulting, aren't we, today? Sorry, Nick.
I've met him and he says he listens to us as well. So that's just a little test. I'm not really advocating for that. He seems like a nice fella. Yeah. So it's this black kit with white sleeves, gold kind of Adidas bits, and then these diagonal pinstripes across it.
Are they white
Honestly,
or gold?
Gold, sorry.
Right.
I think with white shorts and
Yeah.
I don't know, black socks, something. It's one of the worst kits we've ever had.
Some people really
and
like
that
it.
is what I mean. It's not because we've had so many bad ones, especially in recent years.
Yeah.
It's terrible. It's awful kit. I don't know what people have no taste at just shit taste in everything.
I mean, I don't
And
hate it
this
as much
is
as Dan
An
does.
illustration of that.
I don't. I just think that
Looks like MK Don's kit.
Yeah, it does.
I think we already talked about this kit a bit
Their
last season.
second kit.
The one we could have had was a kind of like homage to the Rob Edwards kind of kit, basically, but Adidas rather than Show or whatever that one was.
Show.
Yeah,
I think it's a shame. I mourn the loss of that red and white one.
but I'm with you on the blue one. I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of like, I think in years to come,
yeah,
you'll look back and go, that was a good one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, Adidas kits at the moment aren't great. So we've kind of like, I'm really pleased to have Adidas
making
the City kits. It's just a shame that we've got it during a time where they're making, all across the board kind of quite bad kits.
I like the goalkeeper shirts.
Yeah, it's just one out of the catalogue, isn't it? It's literally the same one that every Adidas team in the Euros had. Just sort of got some arrows on it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's the new kit.
but they don't really. Doesn't really matter, does it?
I might buy myself the blue one.
Oh yeah,
I'll buy
you're a
some
kit buyer.
I buy maybe a shirt a season.
Yeah. I never buy them, so why I've got such strong opinions about it is anyone's guess. But there you go.
I like it in the gym when 4 or 5 of us are all wearing different City shirts, and we don't say anything to each other, but we know.
Yeah. Well, I like seeing people wearing them.
Yeah.
It's not something I'd wear, but
Fair enough. Anyway,
Yeah.
that's that. So get buying, everyone, if you want to.
Go buy the blue one by all means.
And the red and white one still looks great.
I certainly am not advocating for anybody buying that black one. In fact, I would say don't.
Wow.
Don't buy it.
Wow.
Buy something else.
Yeah. All right.
What are they? 50 quid? 60 quid?
50.
50 quid.
Yeah.
Go and get. I don't know. What can you get for 50 quid these days?
Lots of things.
Sort of fill your car up.
Fill your car up with shortbread.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, who wouldn't enjoy that?
I don't think 50 quid would fill the whole car.
Provide you with
Might fill the boot.
It would provide you with loads of shortbread.
Yeah.
You'd love that. What shall I have for tea? Shortbread.
Yeah. Well. Have something else as well. Think about all the food groups before you maybe buy the black kit. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, there's a game coming up. More about
Want
that.
to buy £50 worth of hard, illegal Class A drugs?
No, don't do that.
Well, that's what I'm advocating for.
Over the kit and shortbread. Wow. Children listen to this.
Yeah, you especially.
No.
Get on it.
They've already bought the kit. All right, we'll be back in a minute to talk about Rotherham. Welcome back to the Big Bang Theory podcast. If you'd like to get in touch with us, maybe make a complaint about our drug advocation or our promotion of Ian Brady, you can email us, bigbankpod@gmail.com. And we're still on Twitter. We're clinging on in there, @BigBankPod. Any plans to move it to Threads?
Not there, no, because it's terrible, isn't it? I haven't even been on it.
No, I haven't either. Where would you move it? LinkedIn?
Well, I think I would just get rid of it.
Oh, would you?
I haven't even been on the podcast Twitter for ages.
Wow.
What does it serve? You mean all it is other podcasts sending you direct messages saying, "Do you want to come on my podcast?"
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Okay. Well, you can find us there currently. We're also on Facebook as well, the Big Bang Theory podcast, which we keep.
Facebook is, the true home of normal people.
But also you can listen to us on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, that's what that's for.
We'll remain on there for some time, I'd imagine. But get in touch if you want to. There'll be a reason to get in touch with us in a minute, which we'll come on to. But for now, we're going to talk about this game on Saturday. Rotherham United, Sam Nombe, not Matt Taylor anymore, now Steve Evans, and as we've said, Zach Jules, relegated last year.
Don't forget who else is there.
Who else is there?
Cameron Dawson.
Is he?
He's there.
Is he?
He'll be in nets.
I'll give him a wave.
Yeah.
He's one of my favourite ever ex-players.
Yeah, I can see why.
Anyway,
Johnson, Clark, Harris, they got him as well.
who have they? That's quite a good team, isn't it?
Joe Rafferty.
Obviously, they'll fancy. They're very good at going up and then coming down again. So they'll fancy having to go with that, especially with Steve Evans,
Evans, yeah, everyone's favourite.
who left Stevenage before with about a week to go, didn't he, last season?
Yeah, to go back. He'd been at Rotherham before,
Yes,
has he?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, obviously he'll be there with his weird briefcase and getting cross. Here's the thing, though. Don't forget this. They've blimmin' messed up all the kickoff times.
I only just found this out.
Yeah.
So
I
this
told
is-
Dan, and I'm telling you, listener. So because of the Sky thing, we've got this deal with Sky. Not us, the EFL.
Yeah,
They're showing a lot more games,
yeah.
but they're not allowed to show Saturday 3 p.m.
No, because of the...
because of the blackout.
Yeah.
So they've just moved them instead.
Yeah, so I think all the EFL... So you can watch... Whoever you support in League One,
Yeah.
you can watch it on this new Sky app.
Right.
Which
sure.
isn't an app.
Right.
There is no app, right?
Well, there's no Grecians Plus app. So I don't know where you watch the Sky games. I think you just watch it on Sky or Now TV.
What's Grecian Plus then?
That's like... Oh, I don't know. Maybe you do watch those games on there then. I'm really confused by it. I tried to watch the Eastleigh game, and you just go through it. You go to it through the website.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that the City game on Saturday is on Sky Telly, but is it not?
I don't know.
It can't be though, can it? You're right. They can't have 60
No,
games.
they're not gonna have all that on there.
What would it be? 12 games, 24 games. Yeah, well, they're not doing that.
No. So,
Anyway,
I don't know.
It's annoying for us who are going.
If you don't want to go, or you can't make it,
You can watch it.
there's somewhere you can watch it.
I think there was
for
always
money.
the way. For money, yeah. I think you buy a pass.
Do you buy a pass? Do you? Or is it like do you have to buy this whole like Sky? I don't know how any of
I
it
think
works.
my belief
Do
was...
you know why I don't know why any of it works?
Why?
Because I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to do it the illegal way, like usual.
I thought, as a person with Sky Telly already,
Yeah.
I'd just be able to watch it. Obviously, I'll be at the game, so not. But if you didn't have Sky Telly, you can pay for the game.
Right.
I think.
So you can just use your Sky login
Yeah.
somewhere
Yeah.
in order to watch this.
I'm just assuming there's going to be more channels on my telly or on my app.
Right.
But maybe I've made that up.
But then what's Grecian Plus?
What's Grecian Plus? I don't know. Is that for the games that aren't on Sky?
And like, if that is the Sky thing, does everyone have their own? Is it for Rotherham? Is it Miller's Plus?
Yeah, don't know.
Is it? I don't know any of the other nicknames.
Sorry, we haven't researched this enough. But honestly, I tried a bit and I couldn't fathom it.
Well, I'm sure it will become clearer. But what it means for us match attending people is that it's a 5:30 kickoff.
And what's your main concern, Dan?
Mine?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't leave. I got work Saturday night, so it doesn't leave me a huge amount of time to have any dinner.
Yeah.
Like when I'm having my tea.
Genuine concern. Someone posted on the Facebook, well, that's tea time. And
It
they're
is
right.
tea time.
They're right.
And also, let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
The food options inside St James's Park
Yeah.
are poor.
Yeah.
Oh, not poor.
Well, then,
What you can get is fine.
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it. It's very limited.
It's not full tea.
Well, yeah. you
I
can't-
want waffles
Well, you can just get a pasty.
baked
That's
beans.
it, can't you? You can't get like anything.
and some Richmond veggie sausages. Will they offer me that? I'm an 8-year-old
Have they still
child.
got like the? Have they still got the bit where you can get like chips and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
pork rolls
Yeah,
and stuff?
that's
so
all
you
there.
can get something from there and eat it in the ground.
Yeah.
On the
You
big
can bring
bag.
any food into the ground.
Can you?
Yes.
What, like foiled up kind of roast or something?
Yeah, why not? Get one of those hostess trolleys like my mum's still got. Wheel that in like the guy at Torquay. Wheel that along the front of the big bank.
Yeah. What's in there? Just your dinner.
4 kinds of veg in the glass bowls at the top.
Yeah.
Spuds on the middle shelf, and your meat or your meat alternative down below.
Yeah.
Lovely. I'd share it. I'm not a greedy man. If I
No,
bothered to wheel it
No,
up
you're
from
not.
St
I can
Thomas.
see you with a napkin tucked into your t-shirt,
Yeah.
knife and fork out,
Yeah. Balance.
plate balanced on the bar.
No problems with
As long
that.
as you kind of like, keep everything in the middle,
Yeah.
no problem.
As long as no one scores.
Yeah, but then you just kind of like grab it.
I don't want the goal to happen until I'm
Where's
finished.
this hostess trolley going once the match starts?
I just park it down in like with the wheelchairs at the bottom. That'd be all right. I feel like that wouldn't be all right.
No, it's fine.
I'm not.
I can't see any problem with that.
I'm not turfing the person in the wheelchair out because of it. They're welcome to have some.
You don't know, mate. You can't go there. My hot meal's going there. My hostess trolley. Have you tried the optimization IT stand or whatever it's called?
Yeah, I put it there. I put it in the the groundsman's shed.
Yeah. Well, once you've served yourself your dinner, wheel it into there,
Yeah,
foil it up,
yeah.
get yourself up on the terrace.
It's quite hard work wheeling that up from the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, you're bringing that up from like wrong side of the river
I
kind of
know.
territory
That's,
as well.
it'd be good going home.
Well, you could surely you could attach it to your bike somehow, can't you?
Yeah. Going home, it'd be all over the place. Hits a pothole on the way down 4th Street. Carnage.
Yeah, right. Going down South Street, it's like a ploughed field.
It really is, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, you're right. It's no good for our timings. It's going to mess it all up. We'll be pleased with anything, won't we, against Rotherham?
I haven't heard any announcements about like improvements to the kind of like match day experience.
Well, they're trying to put a roof, aren't they?
Oh yeah,
It's not happened yet. They've
over,
asked.
over the bit Red Square.
Red
whatever it's
Square.
called.
Yeah.
Do they still call it that?
You can't call it Red Box.
Yeah. Anyway, over that bit, they want to put a roof over, but they haven't done it.
Yeah.
But what I mean is they've not like announced any like new deals, like a kind of like
Oh no.
partnership with
No Domino's.
yeah.
No Portal Pizza doing a.
Well, can we get could we get like some like a partnership going with like Huel or something? You know them?
Yeah, I do know
Sort of
them.
meal replacement for
Real
tech
liquid.
losers.
Yeah, liquid meal replacement. I'm not into that.
I've been drinking them.
I know you have.
Full like, look, I know that it's massive rip off.
Yeah.
Probably scientific hoodoo.
Yeah. Excellent use of the word hoodoo.
Just cringe.
Yeah.
Owned by someone. Did someone like quite problematic not even own it?
Oh really?
Absolute rip. Yeah, so expensive.
Shipman.
Not that bad, but
Alright.
like but I have had a few because it's easy, and I'm a very lazy man.
It's no easier than a sandwich, Dan.
Of course it is. Well, I've got to make the sandwich.
No, I mean like from a shop. I'm
Oh
miming
yeah,
it in
but
a
it's
sandwich.
it's healthier than that. They're incredibly bad for you. Those sandwiches.
All right, I'm miming eating a
It's
sandwich.
like tons of like, they're really calorific, and there's like nothing good in them.
So you're on the hill.
I'm not every day, but I haven't been having a few of them. Yeah,
I don't think-
But if City could get some sort of brand partnership going with them,
Yeah.
that would sort of solve my problem a bit. My tea before work
Okay. All right.
only on the 5:30 games.
Of which there might be quite a few. We think.
Yeah, yeah.
What are we going to be pleased with though? So there's a new squad. It's quite a different squad. We're
Yeah.
going to be pleased with a point, aren't we? And a goal.
Uh
We don't want to start the season with no goals. We've had enough of that.
oh
last
well,
year.
given that Rotherham, I suppose, are kind of like
They've kept Sam Nombe. They've got Johnson Clark Harris.
they're expected to go back up, I guess, because they always do.
Because they
don't
always do. And they look who they've got. I mean, we know how good Dawson is. We know how good Nombe. I know it's not really worked out for Nombe yet, but Steve Evans knows how to put a team together. He's
I
had all
suppose
summer.
So yeah,
You know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a home first game of the season.
I mean, you'd hope to go and
Yeah.
get a 2-0 win, wouldn't you? But I think I'd be pleased with a 1-1 draw.
I think I would as well, actually. Yeah.
Just kick us off, so that we can score.
Don't
McGuinness
lose.
Don't lose. That would be okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, Colwell's got aspirations this season, I would say. I think he fancies us to push up a
I
bit.
don't think that's what he was saying at the end of last season, but maybe sort of privately.
Secretly to Perks. Whispers it in Perks' ear.
Yeah. Hey, Perksy, I think we're going up.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Are we going to talk about what our kind of aspirations are for the
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to
hopes?
see.
What expectations, maybe?
I mean, we've talked about it before, but where we finished last season, you think that's fine.
Yeah.
You'd like to push into the top half, and really, I'd like to see a challenge for top 10. Given that he's proved that he can turn the team around, he's had all this time now. we were playing really well at the end of last season, and I think we've strengthened the team. Like I really do.
Yeah.
Feels like that's a better team, better first team, and a good subs bench.
Yeah, I think possibly there's a little bit of a depth issue around where players who left we weren't necessarily expecting to leave. But on the whole, yeah, I think I agree. I know it's boring, and like I don't know how long how long can we sustain this podcast if every year we just finish between 14th and 10th?
Yeah.
But podcasts aside,
yes,
that's actually very good for the club.
Absolutely, yes.
And like I don't know, but maybe Colwell is an ambitious person, and he probably like wants for his own career to be able to kind of push on in order to that he wants to further his own career in future.
Of course. And as do those players.
Yeah, all of them, and go on to other things, bigger things, So, but I would be happy with. I'd be really happy with any improvement on last season.
Yeah.
And I'd be perfectly satisfied with the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you want to have a go at predicting, listeners, I know we've done the prediction competition every year we've run this podcast. We've slimlined it a bit just to, because no one knows any of these stuff, obviously. So if you want to put your predictions in, there'll be a top prize as always. You've got to get it in by.
Oh, right, just quickly on the prize. The winner last season, Aaron. I haven't actually posted it to him yet. So just to let you know, Aaron, it is coming, your prize. I'll get on it.
The truth is, Dan
ASAP.
made it more complex than it needed to be.
That is absolutely the truth. It's only because I've put so much into it.
He really has. Are you going to put a photo of it all on Twitter and Facebook when it finally goes out?
No.
People will want to see it.
I don't think they do.
All right. Well, Aaron can if he wants to.
He can do what he wants.
Yeah.
You can put it straight in the bin for all I care.
You don't mean that. 6 months' work.
I don't care if he wants to smash it to bits.
Anyway, if you want that privilege to smash up Dan's finely crafted work, you can enter our predictions competition. So you've got to do it by either email, Twitter, on XWeb, or on Facebook. One of those places.
Yeah.
Embrace it. Don't just be like, I've never listened to this podcast, and obviously I'm saying this now, so you won't be hearing this. But if you're bothering to do it properly. Come on. We had loads of entries last year, and almost all of them were excellent.
I think I said if we didn't get 10 people saying that they wanted to keep the predictions competition, that we would get rid of it.
Yes.
And I don't think we got anywhere near 10 people, and yet we are still doing it.
That's...
I've compromised on a slimlined kind of thing. So tell us the categories.
Okay, here's the categories. Just 4 categories. Category number 1, what will be our Exeter City's final league position? Who will be our top scorer? I'm assuming everyone's going to say the same name for that, so fine. Who will get the most red cards? And what will be the surprise of the season? Be creative. What will be the surprise of the season? If you think you'd be surprised to see a man pulling a hostess trolley up 4 Street.
To be honest, I think the idea of having less categories is so we can put more emphasis on and more kind of stock in this answer.
Yes.
So the other ones are really just to kind of like, separate the wheat from the chaff.
Yeah.
And it's really going to come down to hopefully just who's actually, done anything of this. Because, it's got to be, if you just put, I don't know.
Ball goes over stand.
Well, that's not a surprise, as it happens every game. But anything. If it's shit, then this is the last chance for this predictions competition. If it's rubbish this year, then we're not doing it again.
Oh, right.
We're going to do spot the ball.
Are we? You keep saying that. I don't know if that works for an audio format, but fine. So the categories are league position, top scorer, most red cards, and surprise of the season. Put those entries in.
Get the entries in.
They got to be in by 5 p.m. Saturday. Rotherham kicks off 5:30.
Yeah, and if there's only one entrant, doesn't matter how many you get right, you'll win.
Yes.
So maybe just think of it like that.
Good. Now, we'll be back early next week, because then I'm on my holidays.
Oh, yes.
Because then we'll be back before the Walsall Cup game, which is Tuesday, and then it's Northampton away. We'll do something before that. So look out for that early next week, or even late this week.
Yeah, so we're coming at you with a couple of quick fire episodes. Although this one seems like it's gone on a bit.
we've hit the full hour.
Wow, there you go.
So on that note,
Yeah.
thanks for listening. If you've made it this far, I'm assuming it's only because you wanted to hear about the prediction competition. Fair play to you. We've actually written it on Twitter, so there's egg on your face, listener.
Have you?
Not yet, but
Oh,
you
well,
know,
we're going. We will have done by
we
the
will
time
have
it's
done.
come out. Yeah.
No,
Definitely,
we appreciate you
definitely.
listening. We really do. And this is our 7th year of doing this.
I know.
Madness.
Yes. It's,
So-
don't know how many episodes we're on, but lots.
Lots. So we do. We hope you still enjoy it. We still enjoy doing it. If you stop or we stop enjoying it, that'll be the end.
Yeah.
We're just here for the laughs.
Well,
And the
it's certainly
insulting everyone.
not bringing any funds in, is it? So it's
No funds.
just for the pure. It's pure. It's a pure thing in life.
It's a pure thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks for listening. We'll be back Sunday or Monday.
Yeah.
My name's John. I've been here with my friend and colleague Dan.
Cheers.
See you soon.